Hey everybody, we're
Hi.
ready for the action-packed thrill ride of the century. This is Mountain. I'm back there. That's Ms. Bud Fund.
That's right. I hear this one's going to be a real
Yeah,
screamer.
you
A
gotta
Matterhorn screamer,
you
perhaps. hmm
you
hmm
paid for
hmm
your whole seat, but you're only gonna need the back of
That's
it because
right,
you'll be.
but you don't need any of it because you have already left the building, and wisely so. All right, so I expect that this is yeah, that's right. This is what you want to know.
This is the
I
past.
assume that this is a sort of random seed that you're putting
Sure,
in
probably.
by means of
Yeah. So
the
let's see
art.
what actually. Let's see what Mount Butts is like.
All right, let's see what mountain.
Mount
Good.
Butts birth. All right. I don't have a hint anymore. Should I
Mm-hmm.
draw again?
I don't know.
Or maybe that's 81 RTH.
Yeah, probably.
Real time hematite. Uh, Sine wave. All right.
Okay.
That's
That is no sine wave.
oh, friendship. Okay, let's see.
Oh
What are we
man.
gonna do to represent friendship?
Well,
Uh, here, I'll
uh,
tell you what we're gonna do.
know
We're
what you're
gonna
gonna do.
do here's a man, and that man has
Sort of
a bow.
socks.
He's got a bow, and he's
Uh-huh.
shooting something. And there's another man, because we were just playing Terraria, and here's another man on the other side. And he's he's got this, and he found a cool enchanted sword.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So there's that, and
Wow, is that the
there
enchanted
it
sword?
is.
Is it?
Well, I haven't added the sparkle yet, so you're probably
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell.
confused.
That wow,
There you
okay.
go. And there's,
That's
you know,
something.
he's blind, so there's an eye for him. All right,
Good.
friendship. And here's
There it
fire
is.
down here. There
Right.
wasn't fire in our game, but ooh. All right.
Patience.
Yeah.
That one looks harder to draw.
Oh, it's here. I'm doing this too. This is my free form mountain.
I
Ooh, I am mountain. Oh gosh,
don't think those statements mean the same
I
thing.
got. Thank you. Have you ever been to the mountains? You have been to the mountains. I know you've been
I
to the mountains.
have. I go to the mountains all the time. I
You
love
go
them.
to ski sometimes even, don't you?
Occasionally, I haven't been in
Yeah.
years. I prefer hiking,
Oh
honestly,
man, me
to
too.
ski.
There's like one particular trail in the old Smokies that
Hmm.
I like to go on
Yeah,
with my parents. They like to hike that one. So there's okay. Ooh. Audio thoughts. Oh look, we can turn off thoughts.
yeah. Let's turn off thoughts.
Done. All right. Quality is
Uh,
good. Size. Oh no. Oh, I wrecked everything.
no, that seems okay.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Yeah, no, I need to redo that. What I forgot was Fraps can't handle
Oh,
changes in window
mid-recording
size. Yeah.
resolution changes.
All right, hold on. We're gonna get this back. I'm gonna put in some blank dummy file during this point. So
Good.
shared screen, share window. All right, we're back. Oh, was I? You see that?
Are the thoughts still on?
I did turn on thoughts. I think that was I sleeping just now?
Yeah, it sounds like thoughts. There's this one trail I went on one
Yeah,
time outside of Colorado Springs,
that sounds
which
nice.
was, I mean, if you've never been to the Rockies,
Yeah,
person at home, I highly recommend you take the time to visit sometime. It is gorgeous.
sure.
It is just indescribably gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's this trail going up, and there's just this tiny little uh, starting trail, which looks kind of gravelly.
Hmm.
But before long, it is just, a worn dirt track, and you go up through these huge round pine trees and
Ooh,
these alpine meadows
yeah.
and these big sandstone rock formations with stuff all over the place, and it looks so much better than this crappy digital mountain. This doesn't even remotely do it justice. It's
No,
just
it sure
insane.
doesn't.
You
This
get
is
to the
top
top,
quality.
and there's this bed of pine needles that have, just been there since the dawn of forever.
Right. Yeah.
And you look through this valley, and there's this huge waterfall off in the distance. And if you get there at my hiking pace, apparently,
Uh-huh.
there's sun is coming at just the right angle that you can watch the shadows grow long in the afternoon as you sit on that bed of pine needles and
Oh
watch the waterfall. It
man,
is the best
that
day.
sounds so
Hmm.
great. Yeah. So I'm just seeing how far we can scroll out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Likewise, there's a like I said, trail in the Smokies that I like to go on with my parents, and it's much. I mean, this is so it's the Smokies, so you don't quite get above the tree line as much. I mean, you can
Sure.
if you really hike for it, but this is more in just a butt old forest. And what's neat is some of the stuff. If you get up far enough, it's past where the glaciers hit, and so in the lower areas of the forest you have sort of your more traditional pine foresty, I mean,
Right.
the one or two species which has learned to recolonize since the glacier scraped everything clean. But up high on some of the peaks you get a bunch of old junk up there that you don't really find other places, trees and
Yeah, yeah.
wildlife and stuff like that. It's a really neat hike. There's one thing I haven't seen. My parents go to see every year, and I haven't managed to get out to, which looks really cool. And there's a valley of synchronous fireflies. And it's
Hmm.
just like one valley in the Smokies, and there's only so many. Like you have to reserve a space to go see it, and obviously the locals take up quite a lot of the spaces, and they can get them as
Filthy
soon as
locals.
whatever. Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Ruining tourist destinations is what they do.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, I really want to. My parents have seen it. I've not been out.
Sure.
Well, it's raining now on the
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, that's nice,
I'll
I
say
guess.
this: I prefer mountain to beachside. I sure do.
Yeah, I agree.
The beach is nice too. It is, but
Beach is nice, and there's as much variety in beaches as there are in mountains.
sure.
Um, Here's one that I think we have both been to is the Alamosa State Park
Mm-hmm.
in Colorado.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the one where the Great Sand Dunes exist.
That's I
It's
I had a hard time there, but
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. I
it's
mean, you
super
you think
weird.
of the Rockies, you've probably seen pictures of them. They're
Hmm.
very alpine in appearance, but right in this one valley, due to a bizarre conjugation of strange
It's like
geological
there's
effects,
like a river which drops
conjunction, I
sediment,
think.
and
Right, yeah, yeah. Um, it's just sand dunes, and it looks like Lawrence of Arabia style
yeah,
Sahara Desert
right.
sand dunes. Just this big pile of them,
And they're
and they're quite
huge.
isolated,
Yeah,
and they stop abruptly, and they're surrounded all around by lush, verdant
right.
pine forest. And
Yeah,
you can hike up there. It's gorgeous, and there's rivers and streams, and
yeah,
but right in the middle, you can
right.
put on your Lawrence of Arabia
Yeah,
costume. Just
yeah.
I don't
If
know.
you climb up to I climbed up to the tallest dune I could get to. There might have been taller in the distance or something, but
Yeah, whatever.
the tallest one close enough, and you can just see the forest. I mean,
Right,
it's the weirdest thing. You're in the desert. It's like in Terraria with those amazingly abrupt
right.
biome changes. And I mean, nothing lives in there really. It's there's some
No.
like insects and critters, but why would you if you're an animal? Just walk,
Right,
whatever,
right.
500 feet away to where there's all that biomass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this
Bizarre.
is mountain. The idea is there's not actually anything to do in it.
Right. It's a screensaver.
It is a screen. It's perfectly a screensaver. It's a mountain. You are mountain, as it said. Sometimes you get thoughts, but not that often. Um.
That's the story of my life right
Yeah,
there.
I hear that. Yep, you're just a mountain, and sometimes you get thoughts. There's some stuff growing on you. I wonder if we waited if something would change. I kind of bet not. I kind of because the
Right.
weather's changed a bit, but
Yeah. This strikes me as the kind of art I'm, let's
not.
say, highly skeptical
Uh huh.
of.
Yeah.
I can't shake the feeling that there's a very cynical person sneering into his sleeve at, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mountain. You took the words out of my mouth.
That was
That the
so
fools will
perfect.
buy this and
Uh
claim
huh.
that it's art.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, hey,
This
look.
has nothing to say. It's not even very
I
attractive.
do
I don't
like the
think these
little.
graphics are good.
No, I like the little fireflies over there, though.
Yeah, that's That's a touch.
Yeah.
Headed
Do you
onto
get
those.
fireflies in Ms. Bundafania
We
where you
do.
live?
We
That's
do. They're
nice.
not super common,
Okay.
but they hang out
They are
sometimes.
all over this stinking place in bacteria.
Yeah. We used to do the kid stuff. You catch them in jars,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah. Right. Use them to
there was
power
one
a crude
point in
magic
my
reactor.
particularly demented childhood when I was a bit overly enthusiastic.
Uh-huh.
You trying to catch them between your cupped palms,
Yeah,
and
sure.
I whiffed a little and crushed the sucker to death
Yo,
between my balls of my thumbs.
right.
And boy, do they still glow,
Yeah, they do.
even crushed to death. And the
You
chemical
get it.
reaction keeps right on going, and I
Uh-huh.
thought that was the neatest thing.
It is pretty cool.
And it shaped the way I've turned out today, I think.
Mm. Mm. Yes. And it's true to this day, anytime he sees something he likes, he tries to throttle it between his bulgy knuckles.
The moral of the story is if you really shine,
Uh-huh.
you'll shine even when you're crushed.
Even when you're
I don't know.
crushed.
Mm.
It is neat.
Well, this is
I
mountain,
could see a
folks.
an interest in chemistry from that maybe.
Yeah,
Biology, one of them. Anyway,
sure.
this mountain. You're a mountain. Here's a mountain. I paid $1 for this, and I might recommend that you get a Coca-Cola with $1 or something like that. It's fine.
Right.
It's a mountain. I don't know. I don't know. Here it is.
Right.
Anytime I want the mountain, I can load up the mountain.
Sure.
The mountain's
Or you could go
spinning.
to your YouTube channel where this video is uploaded and get the same effect.
Exactly. Just mute the sound so you don't hear us, and everything will be great. Kind of looks like a wizard hat when you spin it. Let's leave us with that. Mountains look like wizard hats if you spin them, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good
Good
night.